Hey, before we get to the tools, just a couple of things I want you to know because I've told you in prior videos. I want you to know this. I want you to practice this. I want you to do this. Okay, I have a new document open. I've had students ask me, how do I get a new document? There's nothing here. Command N, File, New, in the background of Illustrator. If you're logged into Creative Cloud, you'll get the little button that's new, but Command N for a new document in Illustrator, a new Finder window, a new whatever in whatever program you're in. That's a shortcut you need to know. Okay, like I mentioned, sign into Creative Cloud. If this is gray, you're not signed in. Okay, you're working in a custom workspace. Remember these? Remember these? If you don't remember these, you skip the videos. Go back. Go back. Bad things will happen. Hey, everything got changed. How come my custom workspace looks different than I remember it? Well, reset your custom workspace and things go back the way they were. Hey, Scotchko, that's not the way you showed us. If I show you swatches, you will use these colors. What are there? 45 colors here? I don't know. 16.7, 16.8 million colors right here. Which one's better? Which one's better? Cancel out of that. Hey, look, there's a lot more colors here than there are right here. But I was using swatches for a very particular reason where we were when I last saved this workspace. So if I want to change my workspace, I'm going to go ahead and modify it the way I want it, and then new workspace, there we go, and call it the exact same thing. Sorry, it's early, and hey, name exists. Yeah, so now if I change stuff and do things differently and I want to reset my workspace, it's back to how I want it. You will change this all year long. I've had kids saying, I can't find all this stuff. How do I say? You set up the workspace to match your needs. As you learn more about Illustrator, you will put more panels here. Panels, conveniently, are under the window menu for whatever reason Adobe does this. Okay, layers. Hey, look, I got a white background, but I have a background layer. Why would you do that, Scotchko? How do I know I'm going to stick with a white background later on? So why not just go ahead, because I told you to use the rectangle tool to draw out a rectangle using smart guides. People, I expect you to know this stuff, and I know it's a lot, but practice this, because you're expected to know how to show and hide layers, how to lock layers, how to work on the appropriate layer, how to make a new layer. Got it? All these things. Now, save in files, Command S. Oh, why? How? Command S? What do you mean? How do I supposed to know that? File save. It's kind of something you do. You've been doing your whole life if you've used programs, and maybe you come up here and go File, Save. But every program on a PC, of course, this is Control S rather than Command. Okay? Command S for save. You're going to do that again and again and again and again and again. Command S. Hey, yours opened up like this. How come yours is big and mine is small? Haven't I told you that I don't want you working in this truncated dialog box, this little tiny thing? Yes, it works. No, it's not a good idea. Open this up. You can resize this. It's got a minimum size, and you figure it out. Now, where do you want this file to go? Pay attention to where you save your files. So I'm going to put this in my documents. I'm going to make a new folder for this year called 1718 demo files, And now, from now on, when I do demos, I can put them in here, and I'm going to call this Tools 01, because this is the first of a few little quick overviews of the tools that you're going to be using. Now, the second window that opens up, why is this here? You're not going to use this, but Illustrator is different than Photoshop in that if I share my file with someone who only has Illustrator CS5, they can't open this up. But if I save it back as CS5, they can open it up. So, or whatever version they're in. For right now, all you need to know, when this pops up, you just hit return again, and it will save. If there's ever a reason to save it out as a different version, we'll talk about that. Hey, that was a lot of different stuff, huh? Did you pay attention? Hey, do you know this is the fill color? This is the stroke color. And you can reset the default stroke and fill right there. You can exchange the stroke and fill right there. You can eliminate the stroke or fill by clicking on that little do not enter sign. And lots of tools. Let's get to them in the next video. But please have a custom workspace, because I'm going to ask, why don't you have a custom workspace? Have a background. I'm going to ask, why don't you have a background layer? Why isn't it locked? Work on the appropriate layer, right? Start working smart, and we're going to make a lot of progress very quickly.